What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. A lot of people have been asking me about Monad. So this is your Monad update with a major unlock coming in November 2026. We want to know, does it make dollars? Does it make sense to buy this right now? Smash a like, share the video, and of course, let's get straight into the video. So Monad is a fast EVM compatible 0.6 second finality settlement layer. And of course, it is a layer one that is incredibly fast. It raised as much money as Sui did. Unfortunately, it came out at the wrong time. So if you remember, if you jot your memories back to November 2026 or 2025, sorry, it was released in an innovative way by Coinbase. So Coinbase brought this out, and actually it's probably one of the reasons why the chart did not mightily tank straight away, because what they did is they put conditions. If you bought Monad through the Coinbase launch, then they restricted you, and if you sold, you got barred from their future participation of their launches. I thought that was absolutely brilliant, and of course, it didn't do as well as it should, purely because it came out at the wrong time. It's not perfect though. Monad, although it's fast, it has institutions like Coinbase and others that have invested into it. It raised a lot of money. It is developer friendly, which is one of the reasons why I like it. And of course, as you know, all liquidity sits on Ethereum and crypto, and this is EVM compatible. And that for me makes Monad one of those at a very tiny market cap that should be valued way higher in otherwise a trending market, a liquid market, a market without a bear market, if you understand that kind of language. So would I be buying Monad? Well, there are several considerations before you jump in. So make sure you like this video and let's continue. Now, you guys know I'm a big fan of Casper. You guys know I'm a big fan of Sui. I think those are incredible crypto projects. The valuation here is incredibly low, and that's why you can't ignore it. You can compare it to the likes of Say, but this is more general purpose, EVM, DeFi specific, institutional grade cryptocurrency. And it says here, it markets itself as the future of EVM. Now, EVM, like I said, holds a lot of the money, a lot of the liquidity in crypto. So any layer one that is EVM compatible, that can basically work with the Ethereum virtual machine, is going to be good. And the stats are brilliant, right? 10,000 TPS, well, we know that's not the fastest, but yet it is incredibly fast for Ethereum. Sub-second finality, I think that's 0.06 seconds. And of course, it is absolutely brand spanking new, never been in a bull market before. Other reasons why I like Monad is the team actively. So here's another way. Let me educate you for a minute here. In a bear market, what you want to see is, or what you're likely to see is companies going out of business. We've seen Storage file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, right? But when you see a team that is able to use all of that money they raised, as much as Sui did, and they start to advertise for marketers, business development managers, for financial institutions. So they constantly put out roles in New York, in Dubai, in Singapore. And I think that's incredibly reassuring, because you want to know if your cryptocurrency has money or not. So there's a lot of money sloshing around here. And the fact that they've never milked a bull market, I think it really gives me an opportunity to look at this as a low-hanging fruit and maybe go and hit that 1,000% up to maybe 30x. But by the time you scale out anyway, I don't think you wait all the way to the end to get that maximum valuation, unless it runs out of your control. But if you're a smart investor, the chances are you would scale out, you would take profits, and you keep it moving, right? Now, from a price perspective, here's what's happening with Monad right now, okay? I want to show you this graphic because this is important. The public sale from Coinbase at 0.025 at its lowest point Monad dipped around, from its all-time high, it's around 50, just under 50%, right? But it dipped. If you would have got in at the Coinbase launch and you bought here, you probably at its all-time low, you probably would have been down. Let's go down to its all-time low. So let's do this again. You probably would have had a nice little lick of about 35 to 40%. But because a lot of the early investors were earlier than this round, despite the fact that people will lead you to believe that the public sales were no, there's plenty of whales that sold around at 64% to 70% profit, which is a lot of money when you're putting literally millions into it. From its all-time high, it's only down about 53%, just under 54%. I have seen altcoins that are smashed 97%, 90% average on a bear market. Now, all-time low came obviously 5th of February, 2026. That was about 6 months ago. So would it go back to its all-time high, all-time low to test? One thing I'm seeing is Monad broke out of this channel here. You could see it launched in November 2025. And guess what happened in October 2025? The bear market. So it's never had a bull market, okay? But what we saw here, this is going back. It did its all-time high after it came out on the first day, as you would expect. Then the whales sold here. So the move from there to here is about 60%. But like I said, millions. And then if you bought here, you would have doubled your money, around 94, 95%. So it's not had any aggressive like 2, 3, 4,000% moves at all. It's never done a 500% move since it came out. So this is a great opportunity, in my opinion, and why I would dollar cost average. But it's interesting because you're seeing here on the daily, it is now broken out of this descending channel, bear market channel here. Just make it clear for you. It did it with volume. Now, it came back, touched it again, and then it printed another green candle. So we can safely say here, until it completely breaks out of this resistance level, there are a few key levels to watch. And those are going to be above this green line where the early rounds happen. So anything under 3 cents, still not incredibly bullish. But if we continue to maintain price above this level here, you could see there's a major resistance sitting here just over 3 cents. So ideally, once you break out of the high just under 4 cents, just under 4 cents, I think then it becomes a price discovery target for Monad. So the question is, should you buy here where it hasn't been, we wicked here two times. So a third test may be likely. But what will take us there? Will the unlock take us there? And here's the truth. If you look at this unlock, all right, so we have three releases that are coming for the team. That's going to be 10 billion or 11 billion Monad. You've got public sale or early investor, that's going to be around 5 billion. And you've got Category Labs, the Treasury, that's going to get 1 billion tokens. Thereafter, Monad moves into a monthly release of 950 million tokens. So if you look at overall timescale for this, we are going to hit this level in the next couple of months, right? In the next 3 months. So what does that mean for the price? Well, automatically, forget the price, the market cap will double. But here's the amazing thing. It still puts Monad under $600 million in valuation after you bring in an additional 16 billion tokens into circulation. Then you're facing the monthly unlocks. For me, that's not enough to scare me. Okay, I have 3 criteria for a crypto project. It must have good tokenomics. Well, this doesn't meet that. It must have revenue, and it must have buybacks and burns. Okay, so I'm going outside of my traditional crypto projects. Casper goes into deflationary mode. SUI, which is my other large layer one holding, does have a good absorption for unlocks, even though it's going through a brutal bear market. SUI is down over 87% from its all-time high. Okay. Why I'm buying this? I'm buying this sub $600 million market cap. Don't calculate the 267 million that you're buying it right now. And I would honestly dollar cost average. What's a good amount of Monad to hold in this scenario? Because I don't think a project that raised over $200 million, that is advertising for jobs, you know, that is going marketing at these different key events on the Monad's Bliss, that's never had a bull market, is going to do terribly once the bull market comes. Okay. So EVM, if you believe that they will successfully market this as an EVM compatible layer one blockchain, which is very developer friendly and has good backings from the likes of Coinbase, I think this is going to be a straight winner. So when you look at conviction, is it one of my highest conviction plays? Absolutely not, because I hold incredible amount of SUI and Casper and Tau from a dollar value perspective. But am I able to make $100,000 for my investment if I put in 10 grand or 5 grand or whatever? Absolutely. I won't even sweat that. And how would you buy it? Well, you know that this was the people that were rushing in, giving away their money. You know that they've been down as much as 35% from the time they got in. And right now they're down around 20% from the previous entry that they were early to. So I give Monad a very good score of 7 out of 10. Inflation aside, I think in a bear market, they are doing all the right things. And the unlocks don't faze me, because despite the fact that you're going to double the circulation, you will move into an environment where potentially there's more liquidity. And of course, they are very close to the likes of Coinbase and have other institutional investors. So I'll give it a score 7 out of 10 for money making, or the potential money making opportunity for a 10x minimum, 30x maximum, scale out in between. And Monad is definitely one that I will grow and gradually scale. From the current holdings, I think I hold around $1,800 in valuation. That's just under 100,000 tokens in today's money. Okay. So if you're looking at this, it's just under $100,000 for $1,800 valuation. I would add some more, potentially up to about $5,000 invested into this. And yeah, I will sell this as it goes up, scale out, and turn $5,000 into at least $50,000, if not into $100,000. Nothing is guaranteed in crypto. But I hope you like this breakdown. Smash a like, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, guys.